What changes have you seen in your students in response to InFocus?
In the classes where InFocus is taught every day, the students seem to have very little drama going on. When they're treating each other with respect, when they're going out into the playground, they're playing together nicely, and they're coming in without stories of fights or problems. And I just noticed that overall, there's just no drama, and the kids are treating each other respectfully. And we as teachers really appreciate that.
When the children go out to play at recess, at lunch recess particularly, I would have about 30 to 45 minutes that I'd have to set aside because I would know there was conflicts going on and I would have to take care of them. And I would honestly say that this year, using the InFocus books, that it's had in half, 75%, I do not have that kind of reaction after lunch recesses. Very few children will come to me. Why? Because they have got that training about how to calm themselves down, how to deal with their emotions, and how to work with conflict. And I've noticed that, and it saved me time as a principal, not having to deal with those kinds of situations during lunch recess.
And so we just got our scores back from this year's middle of the year climate survey, and scores in every single area went up, and I'd say about a third of them were significantly higher than they were in previous years. And so we were really excited to see that, and we definitely think that that is in part due to the InFocus. It asks a lot about how they're feeling safe at school and if they feel their teachers understand what they're going through and are they treating each other kindly and things like that. And across the board, our scores were so much higher this year than we've had in the past several years that we were really excited by that data.
So Tim Kubik, who's been working with us for project-based learning for the last 2 years, as he came through and did his initial walkthroughs and discussions with staff, one of the things he noticed was the level of social emotional learning and language that we have going on in our building. In fact, he said that in all of the years that he's been consulting, that we have the best social emotional language kind of program or learning program that he has seen in a school.
Well, one of the changes that I've noticed is that students are able to identify and name their emotions. And because they, that gives a certain amount of power, that they know how they're feeling and they know that the way that they're feeling is normal. Students have a better ability to calm themselves than they did before. They know if I'm feeling upset or if I'm feeling anxious, that there are techniques that I can use, we've used in class, and we've used them now for 2 years to calm down. So if I walk into a classroom that's noisy and I talk to students about taking deep breaths or doing belly breathing, immediately everyone knows it's time to close your eyes and take a deep breath and relax. They know what that means. They know what the expectation is. They can identify ways to calm themselves. I think another thing that I've noticed is that our students are more empathetic 2 years into InFocus. In the lessons, they learn about empathy. They learn about the way that we treat one another and the impact it has on one another. So students are understanding if someone is upset, if someone is angry. They try to calm one another. The way that they treat each other has definitely been enhanced by having these lessons around social emotional learning, because InFocus covers every aspect of social emotional learning. The lessons repeat. So in kindergarten, first and second grade, the students see the same lessons over and over. Third, fourth, and fifth grade, they see the same lessons year after year, so that this way of thinking and this way of being becomes part of who they are.